Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Ursa and I don't know what to play today. Well, it's sort of half true. I do know what I want to play. I'm playing a Terra map with 20 people and I'm having a go with the two mods I've been playing with recently as well. The Extended Religions mod and the Historical Religions mod. They're quite good fun. I just wanted to play with some more religions. We've got a 16 religion game coming in. I'm going to be having some more fun with some of the ideas, but I just fancied a Terra map because I fancied something a little bit more peaceful where we have another new world to go and conquer and to go and do whatever we want to, which is really good fun. And I know I want to play some sort of like colonizing or new world civ or something like that, but I just can't quite decide what I want to do. So I think what we're going to do today is make a leader pool. Now, here's the thing. Who would be good as a sort of peaceful colonizer? Like, for instance, Dido, Carthage. They get more trading with better naval districts. What about harbours? That's what I'm looking for. Couldn't think of the word there. But they produce settlers faster. The settlers have more sight. That's quite a natural choice, I think. I like to think that Indonesia as well. Extra faith, extra amenities, better sort of abilities to use faith to purchase ships. Like, they're quite good fun. They're really good naval civs, so that could be quite fun. I was thinking Norway, but I fancy a more peaceful game. Japan, on the other hand, though, that could be quite fun. Being able to build several of the districts faster, holy sites, theatre squares, encampments, all that sort of stuff. That's always good fun. Australia, yeah, naval-ish. Portugal, I should probably put Portugal into the game, but I'm thinking we've played Portugal quite a lot recently. So I'll take them out. I think that's probably not going to be good. But Coupe, absolutely, I'm going to put Coupe into the game. Brazil I was thinking about, but I've played them quite recently. Spain, that could be good. Rome has to be in any game that, you know, does a lot of colonizing because it's Rome. I like Victoria. Yay. For England, I mean, England have got to be the empire here. And I'll put Wilhelmina in from the Dutch as well. So who have we got? We have got in this pool, we've got Carthage, we've got Indonesia, we've got Japan, we've got Australia, we've got Polynesia, or the Maori, we've got Spain, Rome. I think that's about it. Okay, that's a good selection. Well, so I'll put myself onto pool 1 and we'll let the AI just play randomly onto pool 2. I've got 24 city states, disaster intensity on 0 because I just can't be bothered with that all at the moment. I'm a bit after the fire of the last game. I'm just like, you know what? I actually just want to sit on a world that's a little bit more peaceful. We'll do sea level low so we get more land to settle on. Let's do wet so we got more chopping. Let's go start position legendary because why not? And then we'll go for world age. I'll keep that neutral. Resources abundant. I mean, why not? That sounds fun. Barb clans, heroes and legends, monopolies and corporations, secret societies. That's a good selection. Let's just give it a go and see who we get. And I'm going to talk through this so you can see that this is a genuine load and that I'm talking my way through everything so that I'm not cheating and trying to select somebody that hasn't been selected in a while. The first selection, Carthage. Now, okay, I think I played a game like this a long time ago. Oh no, that's right. I meant to play a Terra map with Dido and I didn't, because I selected continents accidentally. Oh yeah. Okay, right. There's an error here, and that's because I know what I've done. Sean, please stop talking. Please stop talking. Hang on. I think it's because the religions per game cap of 16 has to have the Yet Not Another Map Pack mod on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remake this game in exactly the same way as we did before. We're playing as Phoenicia. We're going to be on Deity. It's going to be a terrible... No, get it now? Barb clans, heroes and legends, monopolies and co-op, secret societies, religions... no, not on 16. I'm going to put it onto 12. I think 12 is more stable a build. Alright, selected myself Carthage this time. Let's see if this loads. Oh, I actually have a begin game button this time, so that's that's an improvement. That's at least a small improvement. This start, however, I mean, it's a unique start, to put it mildly. The coast is over there. I do have a river. Looks like there's some desert or something over in that direction, which is a little bit of a... or like at least a beach. Lots of hills. There's lots of production over here, so I should be able to build my settlers out quickly, but that's a weird old start. Hang on, I'll just save the map file so everyone can get it. Now, the question is going to be, is this a good enough settlement location? I can actually reach the coast, so a harbour is still possible, but this gives me enough inland area to be able to get a decent production base. There's a lot of hills over here. There's a St. Basil's Cathedral City. This is perfect. There's a nice 5 tile. I've also got the 2 food, 2 production, 3 gold tile that comes with the truffles, which is amazing actually. And this is a Temple of Artemis start as well. So capital-wise, that could be a good one. It's just whether or not I want to settle here or if I want to settle one further in, or maybe even on top of the truffles. I'm getting rid of the 4-4 tile there, but I do have another 4-4 and 4-4 and 4-4, so they've got plenty of 4-4 tiles. I think for the purposes of moving, it's not enough for me to not move, or to move, sorry. So I shall stay put. Did that make any sense? I call it Old Town. Right. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to use as much of the learning as been given to me by the Portugal challenge. I loved seeing you guys play, and so much of what you guys did was all based on the amazing policies that you guys were throwing into the game, like colonial taxes with colonialism. That was such a good card, and combining that with the government of the mercantile legacy to get extra gold. I mean, there were some really cool options, and I really want to use the Terra map here to do that. It means that I'm not going to do too much settling on this actual original continent, but I mean, for now, this will do fine. I'm going to go for an animal husbandry start so I can go 1-2 and do that. Do I want to do that and then rush into a Temple of Artemis? I mean, it's not a bad idea. I've got... Hang on. Let's have a quick look and see what the Artemis brings. 1 amenity for each camp, pasture, plantation within how many tiles was it? 4 tiles of the wonder. So there's one here, there's one here, there's one here, there's one there. So this is already, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is already a +5 if I were to pop it like on this tile, like there. Would not be the worst thing in the world. That really would not. Okay, we need to do a little bit of exploring. Just a tiny bit of exploring. But rather than a scout explore start, I'm going to do the warrior explore start because it perfectly times in with what I've got and it gives me just a little bit more starting army. This is a Terra map after all. This is going to be squished. I have a feeling I forgot to, so it's 12 players. I forgot to add up to 20 players again, so you'll have to forgive the fact that there's a few less people on this map than I originally intended, but that's fine. You're going to keep an eye on this site as an alternative Temple of Artemis as well. Namely because, looking at this, that would have a lot more things in range. There's things all the way up to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe actually I'd want to take one of the 4-4 tiles, or maybe Truffles is a camp after all, so I could build it up like here, for instance, instead. Where is it? Hang on, Temple of Artemis. So this is possible. If I were to do that instead, that could well be better. That could well be a lot better. But either way, we're going to be rushing it. Kamasi, what a city-state to find, but it has been met by somebody already. That's not great. Okay, there's my extra warrior. You can see I'm just exploring over to see what we've got in terms of the other resources. I think this Temple of Artemis is going to be the one because there's sugar, cattle, sugar up there. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think, amenities from the Temple of Artemis. That's well worth it. So what we're going to do is, instead of just then rushing and building the settler, I want to get my capital as good as possible to give ourselves the best chance of this. So I'm going to go into a builder now and use my gold to buy the settler. Seeing as I've got the extra gold coming in from the truffles, I think we're going to jump on that. And there are more horses as well that have just made the temple even better. So, I mean, we've got to go for it. It's too good an opportunity to miss. The least feared. Okay, that's intriguing. That's a really good wonder. God King, discipline. Good combo. I managed to pin down that scout, so hopefully there's no barbs on the way to my capital. We're going to just do a bit of a ring round. I'll bring my warrior back. I don't want to leave myself too exposed. I like the idea of going for foreign trade first, although corvée would be good for the wonders, but no, foreign trade. I like the idea of this now. I've got used to the foreign trade start and the joint wars. By declaring joint wars on people that are like ages away from you, you can get some really good early game gold. It makes a big difference. Rome is in the game. Hello, Rome. Carthage and Rome always get on well, don't they? So that's fine. I've only got +1 immunity, so I'm actually going to sell the truffle to Rome for a bit of upfront gold, increase my gold per turn, so if I can pump that settler out that way. And I've treated myself to an extra tile to get these horses improved. That gives me craftsmanship, which is lovely. Hang on, we've got one. That tile's been worked. That's a good tile, actually. Yeah, and then the cattle will come in after. That's good, we can go to production focus to get that wonder sorted, but... yeah, capital's looking good. Actually, capital's looking really good. Oh, great bath completed on turn 22. Oof. So, Old Town now has the option to build the Temple of Artemis. It's a risky move, this. I think it's a risky move doing it so early, but the possibility of that thing being that powerful for me, it's just too attractive. I have to go for it. I have to give it a good go. I think it's worth pumping out a settler. It might, yeah, it adds a couple turns to the build, but that'll get put back in pretty quickly. So, yeah, I like that idea. We've also now got, I can disperse the clan. I could raid it to get a bit more gold, but I think I'm going to disperse it for the era score. And also because now we have the Sanguine Pact, which I don't particularly want the Sanguine Pact, but it does give me the opportunity to get Pingala in, which helps drastically. Don't mind me while I just casually remove these woods. I'll stick a mine back on that tile, it'll be fine. Just rushes it through just a little bit with a spare builder charge that I had. Oh, there's culture on a couple of tiles over here. That's intriguing. What could I find over here? It's the Giant's Causeway, a Hermetic Order, to boot as well. Right, that is a freshwater tile, and it also gives me the ability to settle within 2 tiles of the Giant's Causeway, which gives me the 3 era score. I think that's not a bad idea. Plus, there's always canal opportunities in cities like this. I mean, I'm hoping this is kind of like the end of the area. I don't know, we'll see how it looks, but I think it is. Disperse that clan, another bit of era score as well. Eastern Orthodoxy has been founded and they've gone the hieratic script, which is what we went for before. Nice. What pantheons are still left? Quite a few, hopefully. Goddess of the Hunt is pretty decent in this situation, actually. We've got 1 deer and we've got 1 truffle. It's only the 2 camps, but that would be 2 extra food and 2 extra production for my capital, which would make a big difference at the beginning of the game. Saying that Lady of the Reeds and Marshes gives me +2 production from Oasis, Desert Floodplains, and more importantly, Marsh. I mean, Marsh, I've got at least 2 that I'm working already. Possibly more across the map, has some over here as well, so there's options there. Tundra Spirits, +1 food from Tundra terrain. Oh, I mean, it makes terrible tiles just decent, but, I mean, that's quite cool. +1 signs from tiles with breathtaking appeal. How's my appeal looking in this area? I mean, it's got a few half decent. Yeah, I mean, that would give me a little bit of extra science. Like, I mean, I quite like the idea of that. I've never done this one before. It's something a little different. Let's give it a go. I'm trying to do things that I haven't done before. I mean, whether or not this makes a difference long term, I don't know. But you can see, look, I'm getting 1 extra science per turn. I'll get another extra science once I finish building this wonder. And I think I've pulled it off. I've pulled it off. Yes. Okay, this is going to be one of those games where I hope my capital is going to be an absolute unit. I'm not even trying to make my capital the unit as well. I really am genuinely like, I want to focus on the other continent, but if this gives me 10 immunities in my capital, then goodness me, is that going to make a difference? Right, that's the growth sorted in this city, which is wonderful. You can see I'll be working for 2 extra science, which will just help push those early techs through. I need 4 era score, and I've got 5 turns to do it. So I was thinking about buying myself a byreme in 1 turn, because that should hopefully do it. Yeah, if I can get the Golden Age, it means I should be able to get a religion, and getting a religion is a cool thing. How much for the byreme? 260 gold. I should be able to afford that by the end of the turn timer coming around, especially because I've got so many horses, and actually I should be selling these to Rome, especially for upfront gold. That would be good. Right, let's just do it. Let's get the byreme in. It's done. I've got 3 era score and 4 era score. Oh, I owned the world's first seafaring unit. That is surprising, but there's the Golden Age sorted. Oh my god. Byzantium on this continent. Oh dear. Okay, well, and Scythia. We've got some aggressive aggressive people that are going to be next to us. I think finding this new continent's going to be super important just because I'm going to want to actually just sod off out of this area. Oh, good. Right, I can get in. This was a natural bay. I was really worried I'd really stuck myself in there, but no, for once this is fine. If I build an encampment over in the Giant's Causeway, I can build myself instant promoted units. That'd be cool. There's the Golden Age, astrology. Where is it? Exodus of the Evangelists. I'm just doing it. This is what I need to do. I want to get my religion, and I want it quick. Let's finish that settler. We'll go straight to Holy Site, and I'm going to start using it on some of the worst tundra tiles that I've got, because I don't see any reason of keeping them really. So, what shall I do? Where shall I put it? There's a camp I can put on that tile. I don't really want to spend any gold if I can help it, so I'm going to just put it on. I lose a wood tile, but to be honest, that's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, Naval. That's a city-state that would be nice to have on side. How many people went for the Exodus? 4, including myself. Okay, so we should get a religion. I'm happy with the fact that we'll get one. Himiko. Oh, she'd be awesome. I would kind of like Sinbad on this map. I'm not going to lie. Sinbad excites me. Rome has declared war on Johannesburg, which isn't great, but that's okay. I'm thinking owls, hermetic, sanguine. Lots of options for us, or I could just stick with Pingala for now and get myself a little bit of a science boost. I think I'll jump on Pingala next. Let's go owls for now. I think that'll be a good one for me. It gives me another economic policy card, which I'll just give myself a little bit more production on. Not bad at all. Got builders being produced a lot quicker now. Oh, all 3 are owls. That's nuts. Okay, well, we should hopefully make some friends with people now, which, yeah, look at that. We'll definitely make some more friends. Found my next city. I'm putting it inland, away from my other cities to give myself the most opportunity to grow. There's a lot of breathtaking appeal around here, which is kind of why I was heading in this direction. I'll get myself another builder quickly, but I'm hoping some truffles with other bits and pieces should be a good place to pop down. There's a plantation as well. Oh yeah, I'm already on to 7 amenities in my capital. That's pretty decent. Giving Pingala Connoisseur Thirst. I think it's normally the better thing, because then you can go straight for better governments. 5 turns on governments. That's huge improvement. Hang on, 14.3 culture. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, Johannesburg has gone. Maybe I want to keep an eye on Rome, actually. That's a liberation opportunity for me. Which, you know, I was planning on having a reasonably peaceful game, but I feel like liberating is a different matter. Like, if I'm not planning on keeping the place, like, I could sleep better at night. With, you know, with that sort of semi-decent justification in my own head. He says not really believing half of what he's saying, but that's fine. Celestial navigation. Right, the Kothon districts. These can go down soon now. Perfect. Just finished a holy site. I quite like my Kothon district now, though. I'm just trying to think of the best place to put it. I think there's a nice +2 over in this area. So should we do that? I'm just thinking, what else are we going to be building on it? I want to build as many wonders as I can around it. So actually, over here, it's a little bit of a rogue area, but that's not a bad spot. I'm just trying to think, because you've got things like Colossus, you've got Great Lighthouse, you've got all kinds of bits and pieces that can be built off it. So having a Kothon that's kind of in the middle of an open area is not necessarily a bad idea, like this tile there. So, I need a bit more gold, though, because I don't have anywhere near enough to buy all these tiles. Hang on. Who wants to buy that luxury? Everyone wants to buy the luxury. Good. In fact, actually, sugar, I'll sell that off as well. Let's just get myself a bit of early game gold. And now I can do the thing of going bump, bump, and I'm going to build it to there. I think that's a good spot for me. Classical Republic. Give myself more of everything. Let's go for settlers. We've got builders, we've got urban planning, we've got +2 influence points, and I'll give myself the double boat building as well. So I've got lots of bits and pieces that I can be getting on with at once. Masonry, just pick that up quickly. I'm getting rid of this horrible stone, pointless stone in this area. Iron, unfortunately, is right by 2 of my tiles, which I'm getting science for, so that's a bit annoying, but never mind. And there is my profit. What have other people gone for? Heretic script, which gives science on shrines and temples, holy sanctuaries, what? So I should actually have quite a bit of choice still. Come on, Naval. give me culture for all of my districts adjacent to the coast. I think it only gives me +4 at the moment because I'm building this and then I've got my city over there, but still, worth it. What should we go for today? Oh, I like this. Oh, whatever that is, that's awesome. Right, we're going to go for this and we're going to call it New World Order because it's going to help me to explore the new world. Now, what options have we got? These are the sort of tenants. I mean, Feed the World is still in the game, but we're going to see if we can pick things that we haven't done before. Works Righteousness may purchase industrial zone and harbour buildings with faith. Now this, that could be fun, being able to buy harbour buildings with faith. Or Fervent Spirit, +1 movement to builders and settlers trained in cities following that religion. I like the idea of that actually, because now I can send my settlers at hyper speed over to the new world. That is not a bad shout at all. Well, if I want to use builders and settlers, then I think something like sacral architecture might work well. 50% production towards holy sites and their buildings. That actually worked really, really well for me last time. Canonization, that's basically Vatican City's ability, isn't it? Activating a great person spreads 400 pressure to cities within 10 tiles. That could be cool. And I'll go for Sacral Architecture for now. I appreciate it's one we've done in a game before, but it is a sort of an ability that comes with the mod, and I quite like the idea of that one. Byzantium and Rome are very much at war at the moment, which is relatively amusing. I'm keeping an eye out for other joint war possibilities. But no one's really offering anything that's kind of worth it, so we're going to ignore that for now. There's the Cothon. Go on, Rome, do you want to buy this? They do, but they're not going to give me everything for it. Hang on. Yeah, actually, no, they will. Good. Got a lot of gold coming in per turn. I'm just flogging everything that I've got. Like, everything I don't need. It's coming. It's going. It's done. You know when you just, like, discover new places and you're like, oh, good. Good. That's wonderful. Look at all these barbs. Oh, yeah, they are queuing up right now. You know what? I'm just going to leave you guys alone for a bit. Goodbye. That world was not worth it. Now that I've got Kamasi on side, thinking about it, actually, I need to really send a trade route to it. That would be a useful thing. Cool. Just sold some horses, and now I can afford the trader. What heroes have we unlocked, by the way? Hippolyta, Sun Wukong. No Sinbad, though. No Sinbad. Yeah, 5 gold and 4 culture. Nice. It's all adding up now. The Incans, who have just appeared with 67 science. Yay! Isn't that brilliant? Don't you love it? He says, absolutely not loving it. Right, oh, there's still 12 gold on the table for that. That's awesome. I'm still buying diplomatic favour and shipping it off to the highest bidder, which is normally Rome. Shipping off open borders, and just anything I can sell. If it's not tied down, it's gone. What's over here? This tiny little island over there. Researcher on my capital now as well. Hooray! We can start pumping settlers out very soon. Cool. Shipbuilding is done. Let's get horseback riding because I want to go down towards construction. I've got a lot of lumber mills that I could put around my capital, which would help enormously. It's time to really increase our trade routes now, which is good. Now Naval will pick that up soon. Don't you worry. Look how everybody loves me as well. Rome doesn't like anybody else. Rome is really itching to fight with somebody, but I think if we make friends with everybody else, like so, there we go. Doesn't matter if Rome now declares war on me because I've got a lot of backup. New settler, plonks myself there, but it's a nice little luxury for me. Aggressive city placement, yeah, you bet. Lumber mill time. This is great. This is actually how we're going to get a lot of the early game production into my cities because, yeah, lumber mills are amazing. Cool, I got construction now. I think cartography is what we've got to be shooting towards now. Currency, mathematics, buttress, cartography. I'll have 2 harbours. So it's whether or not I can build a wonder of a sort of, you know, good enough capacity to pull this one off. More lumber mills. What's my capital on? 27 production now. Nice. Oh, there was a lovely 3 city here, so I was going to go and pillage that mine. But now there's a man-at-arms there, which I don't like. Perfect. An industry in Old Town. Gives it a little bit more of everything. But more importantly, that means that eventually I'll be able to get the truffles products, which give 25% extra gold in whatever city I stick them in. That's going to be brilliant, as we have learnt recently. Some of these little tundra tiles are awesome as well. Just the extra science I'm getting from it all. I switched Pingala and Magnus around, by the way. Once Ancestral Hall is ready to go, this is going to be a production hub. I'm just going to start shooting settlers from it as quickly as I can. Sidon, which is going to be my new Magnus city, is going to have the growth and housing bonus. Lovely. We'll start to throw some farms down in this city as well. Really get the population going crazy. Okay, my capital now has provision in it, which is good. The mausoleum is a fantastic building, but it's not as good as all these settlers, which I'm just about to start kicking out left, right, and centre, and I'm only 20 turns now from cartography. 3 inquiry. Oh, so I'm in a normal age, unfortunately. I'm going to go for Exodus again, because I've been saving my missionaries, and I can start converting my cities and give myself era score right off the bat. That's 246 just from my own cities, and we can start spreading it to Rome if Rome doesn't choose to get its own religion going, which it might do. You can never tell what Rome's going to do. They're a bit of a loose cannon. 7 pop and Sidon already. Great. I was worried that city wouldn't be as good as my capital, but it's just about holding on. First World Congress. I like trading with cultural city-states. They seem really good to me, and I like trading full stop, so we'll put those 2 on. Annoyingly, I should have kept a few things, but cultural did go through. So my 2 trade routes should be a little bit better once they all go through now. 8 culture, that's a really good route actually. Where's the other one gone? This one is a 7-5 route, and where does the other trader live? Here it is, it's a 6-8 route. There's a lot of culture coming from my trade routes actually. So, because of that, available routes, we'll just have a quick look. City-state routes available to us, and Old Town to Naval is the best route by far, so we'll pull that out of the bag. Now I've got 1 settler. Let's just quickly get my lighthouse in, and then we'll build the settler after that. 9 gold and 9 culture. I love Kamasi. It's brilliant. Heroes as well. Oh, we need a hero. Just waiting for Sinbad. Is that a bad thing? Should I be waiting this long? Probably shouldn't be waiting this long, to be fair. Hang on. Let's get the monument in. Oh, heroic tales. Oh, I'm going to regret doing this. I'm trying to do like 5 things at once at the moment, but I think this is okay. Feudalism. Let's get serfdom done. Good. Okay, 6 gold per turn is better than 4 production, I believe, because it means I can just spend it wherever I need to. Settlers I'm still doing. Maritime industries I'm probably doing not enough, but I am doing. And then we're getting +2 egg points. I think, yeah, for now, that's a good assortment of stuff. I think that's 8 era score I've got now spreading my religion, because I got it into Kamasi additionally, which is awesome. Let's go spread it to Rome. And a new settler over here, which gives it the Leasfjord, which is awesome. And I can then go immediately and go and convert my truffles. Build a Kothon right next to the Leasfjord, which means that any ship I build from this city is going to be immediately promoted. I like that combo. Ritual. We don't need the Gilded Vaults just yet, because I have no idea what a Gilded Vault is. We've got Magnus and all this stuff, actually. So should we get Liang? I'm just trying to think of who would be good on the new world to help to send stuff over. I mean, Magnus is always a good one to throw over, but I think let's get Liang. I haven't got Liang in ages and ages and ages and ages, so we'll stick her in, and then we'll put her somewhere that I'm going to need to get builders in, like over in this city. Naval, and bam! There we go, we just met a bunch of people. Right, so there's the Ottomans and Mongolia. My god, this is an aggressive map, and Sinbad. Okay, Sinbad was absolutely somebody I've been waiting for, because I wanted Sinbad to go and discover the new world with, so this is perfect for me. Let's do a bit of trading. We've got some luxuries and things that we can sell. So that's some horses, more horses, more horses. Good. Hang on. 2 of those sugars. Those are spares, so I'll do that. What's your deal, Byzantium? For 20 euros. I mean, I'll take that. That's not bad. And then who wants to buy my diplomatic favour? Yes, it's even more gold per turn. Nobody's selling it for cheap. That's good. Okay, cool. So Sidon is going to get the monument, and then I'm going to get Sinbad. In 2 turns, and we're going to go and discover the new world, and it's going to be great. And I'm going to be happy. People respect me. Sinbad. Sinbad can sail the 7 seas. I have the first admiral as well. Go on, Sinbad. Go on, Sinbad. Oh, nope, that's not quite the new world. I'm finding something, but What that something is, I'm not entirely sure. So much hero score from spreading my religion to Rome. It's great. This is going fantastically. Got loads and loads of settlers. We're slowly just getting them into position so we can charge into the new world. But there is... Oh, Genghis Khan has found Anansai, but this is a new continent, and that is Granada. Oh, and I need to be careful. This is where I need to be a little bit careful because I forgot to change my diplomatic. Okay, it's going to cost me 160 gold, but I do not want to lose any of these envoys in the new world. So diplomatic league, we'll pop that in. That is worth it. And now if I meet any more city-states, which hopefully I will, I'm going to start getting 2 envoys with them all, and we're going to start becoming very happy. In the meantime, all my city-states on this continent keep abandoning me, and like they're giving me tons of culture. I don't want you to go anywhere, my friends. Oh yeah, Chinguetti, that's a great city-state. Trade routes giving me extra faith. Faith means prizes. Another continent. Someone has claimed Arthur. Okay, but we're getting lots and lots of gold from discovering this stuff. The Sinbad's on a roll right now. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Midnight Oil, Trafford Askby, Paul Coffey, Senjik, and Kroger Brand Trail Mix for all of your support on Patreon. Thank you very much.